So a couple hours ago, in Northern California, 5 people I think that got shot. I don't know about that. I'd have to look at it again. It doesn't really matter. It wasn't as many as it should have been. But supposedly 3 adults, 2 children were shot. And what I'm thinking about is, number one, more people could die in a normal crime than a shooting, and nobody cares. Nobody. Like if I made this video about any random crime that happened, for example, a domestic abuse situation happened and a wife and 2 children died, and I made a video about that and said that's great, that's wonderful that happened, people would think I was a dick, but nobody would think anything of it. They would just think I'm a jerk. But if the same situation happens in a mass media outlet, such as a shooting, where a couple people die, and some of them are children, it's relatively the same amount of people, in a relatively equal violent way, but because it got more exposure, suddenly it's more of an issue if I say those people deserve to die and I'm glad that they're dead, than if it had just been some random, maybe local news story type thing where it was a domestic abuse thing or somebody got hit and run or whatever. What's the fucking difference? But see, that's all in your head. That's all in your head, that somehow it's more morally reprehensible that I say this is good and this is bad. You don't even know what fucking good and bad is. You have no concept of good and evil, but you're gonna fucking tell me what I can and can't say. That's why your kids deserve to die. That's why everybody's kids deserve to die. That's why I'm glad when children die. I'm glad when children die. I'm glad when old people die. I'm glad when, young people, middle-aged people, whatever. Good. Death all around. Death, death to death. Just fucking kill them all. Worship death. Because this is fucking dumb as fuck. Everybody is stupid as fuck and says the same bullshit over and over again that they know nothing about. Nothing at all. And I guarantee you, every fucking Christ faggot's gonna come out of the woodwork. We pray for the victims. Blah, blah. If your God was any worth praying to, they wouldn't need to pray to him to begin with. There wouldn't be the need for any of this if your fucking magic kike was at all interested in your... And that's another thing. How come it is that your magic kike can fucking just stand idly by and not give a shit about the suffering of other people, but I sit idly by and don't give a shit about the suffering of other people, and suddenly it's a big deal and you gotta censor me and harass me and tell me I can't be on the internet? I'm not God. I don't have God powers. Trust me, if I had God powers, things would not be anything like they are at all. But you're gonna tell me that you worship an entity that has the God powers but doesn't do anything with them. Funny how that works. I mean, I know you're afraid of the magic kike man because he's got the god powers. So you're essentially telling me that you're just worshipping a sky moderator and you're afraid of getting banned, because that's essentially what hell is, getting banned. So you're gonna fucking tell me that you're gonna shit on me, but you ain't gonna shit on the magic kike sky wizard because you might get banned. And so you're gonna kiss his god ass for nothing. Okay, that's neato. Your kids deserve to die too. I hope they die in the next shooting. But I could just go on and on and on about the inconsistencies of human morality and how all of it's bullshit. But it's easier to just say I'm glad you're dead. It is. It's just easier to accept and celebrate the fact that sometimes people die, for no reason. Just sometimes they die and they leave us too quickly. And it's a shame if it's somebody I like. Obviously, I'm not made of stone. There are people I care about, but that number is very small, and it only gets smaller with each day. And when your magic sky kite chooses to take one of them away from me, well, then it just gives me all the less reason to give a fuck when it happens to you. I really have nothing else to say. I'm glad those 5 people are dead.